Good morning, everyone. Yes, me and my fabulous guest are swaying to that music. We are giddy kippers this morning. What a show we have in store for you. My name is Tony Darroch, as probably most of you do know, and this is the How to Craft Network studio, where you can come and see some exciting brands, some beautiful faces, beautiful products, and just enjoy the love of craft. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to click that subscribe button, and there is that little HD button with that bell as well, and that will give you the half an hour notice every time we are live. It will also let you know when your favourite brands are live in our studio as well. We have a packed day today, brand showcase, right from this very first show right through to this evening. So if you have no plans, all you need is a bar of chocolate and a few cups of tea, and we've got you today. The creativity is going to be amazing. I am smiling, as you all know. I love craft, and that is no different today. We have a fabulous guest, the lovely Sarah Gray from Funky Fossils. Never been in studio today. We can see you're all talking about it and how excited you are about it, but shall we say hello to our fabulous guest? She's here. Hi, sweetheart.
Hello.
You okay?
Hello, everybody. I'm just so excited.
She's a giddy kipper. Yes, and she's stood on that stepper. She needs that help, just like Kellyanne. So, how are you? Are you well?
Very well, thank you. And yeah, just delighted to be here. It's just
so excited. Tell us a little bit about you for those people that have maybe never seen you before, because now we have the reach of our fabulous USA fans, so let's tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, yeah, hello everyone. Funky Fossil is my company. We've been going now about 3 years, and we have our own range of stamps, stencils, dyes, papers, brushes, lots of fab things to play with and get crafting with. And yeah, so some of you may have seen me on the craft store previously, but certainly this is my first time visiting Tony.
I'm so excited. Shall we have a look at the beautiful products? I was putting these out this morning. I'm like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. I love the colour. Who's made this card? Who's made that card? So we've had a beautiful morning, and hopefully you're going to get inspired today. And as always, as we always say here on our beautiful channel, that if you have all the craft stash in the world and you don't want to buy, that is not a problem. Use what you have in your stash. If Sarah gives you the inspiration with a card she's made and you know you have something at home that's going to work, then use it, okay? But hopefully there will be something on the counter for you today. So we are saying a big hello to all of our fans. We can see all of the lovely ladies on. We will do a shout out, but first of all, let's show you the product that Sarah's brought to us today. So the first item on the counter, I was like putting this out like, shall I stand it like this, Sarah? Shall I stand it like that? This is a little bit different to what I'm used to. So this is a beautiful collection of stamps, some dies, some stencils, and some complementing MDF embellishments. Okay, so you can see the designs across the front here. You get the sort of elegant part, which then sits onto the solid portion of the back. There is that whole element at the top, so if you want to hang the components, you can make them as decorations. You could stick magnets on the back and pop them on your fridge if you wanted to. And then we have the beautiful dies that have got these like lovely egg-shaped designs going through, matte and layers as well. A beautiful stencil, which excites me. I like this one a lot because it's really creative, because you can chop out the design on top of that solid portion. And then we get this beautiful stamp set. Now these are gnomes with creative hats, funny faces. Well, you can't really see their eyes, which makes it quite funny actually. So this item number today is 100350. Now traditionally it would be $36.98. Today in studio at HTCM price is $33.98. and club members $32.28. Now, if you are brand new to our channel and you're watching for the first time, if you have been shopping with us on the How to Craft Network, you will have accrued those points, which means you will get further discounts. So all I say to you is pop the items in your basket, go to the checkout, have a look, see where the discounts are applied. If you're happy with your basket and you're happy with the discounts, you can click that checkout button, because I know a lot of you are going to get this for less than £30. Item number 100350. Let me just show you some of the lovely sort of embellishments that Sarah's been kind enough to bring today, just to show you. They're really, really simplistic in design, but as soon as you add that pop of colour or that paper, you've got a little bit of a wow factor going on here. And you could incorporate these as detachable gifts on cards, memory albums, all sorts of things. So we have a pink one, excuse me. Then we have this sort of, I mean, look at this, and these papers in the back are coming up in show. So, so pretty. Paint them up with those paints you have in your stash and just enjoy the process. Now, the gnomes appear throughout the show. There's lots of samples and you can see the beautiful samples behind me, and I will show you more as we go through the show. So if you like the item number 100350, moving on to the next item on the counter, 100351. Now this has a beautiful paper pad in here, and it's a lightweight paper pad which is brilliant for your collage and things like that. So easy tearable, easy inkable, it's uncoated as well, which is going to allow you to add your texture paste, your inks, your watercolours. And then down by the front, we have a beautiful, like, twig foliage. Now, you all know I love twigs and foliage. In a wreath formation there. And you get lots of mini little flowers as well. And let me just show you this beautiful sample here. I was drawn to this straight away. Sarah was telling me about her fabulous design team. Absolutely amazing. That's a beautiful card. All of those little flowers in there. And you also get those fabulous enamel dots as well. So this is a great bundle, and Sarah's managed to bring you some affordable prices today, and everything that you are seeing today is brand new from Sarah, which we are very, very grateful for the first launch of our brand event today. So 100351, 25.65 if you are in the club, and that die is not small. 25.65 in the club. You have those points, then you will get it for, I'm just guessing, £22, £23. Go and have a look at your own leisure. We have a fabulous day ahead of us today. 100351 for that. In fact, I better show you the paper pad, because I don't think this is going to be around long. 100351. So it's an 8x8 paper pad. We have 12 designs, 160 GSM, and they're acid and lignin free, which you know are not going to fade. They're going to last for, I mean, these are just amazing for your books, your backgrounds. You can be so creative. I am going quite fast here, ladies and gents, because I've got so much to get through. And I want Sarah to be able to show you her fabulous demos. She's super excited, as I am too. 100351. Next item on the counter, some more beautiful stamps. Now, these are showstoppers if you struggle with your gents cards for one, but equally if you're into your sort of mixed media type style where design is led on top of design and built up that way, you're going to love these ones. So this is item number 100352, and this is your Funky Fossil Footprints on the Moon bundle. If you are in the club, it's £20.90p. Incredible value here today, guys. So this is a large A5 stamp set with all of those clear stamps. So you get your sort of elements on there. You've got your moon, you sort of like what's that dish called where it's more like a skyline dish, isn't it?
Yeah, like a radar.
Yeah, radar, that's right.
Thing, yeah.
Antennas, that's perfect. Yeah. And it's got sentiments in there too as well. And again, we get a lovely, lovely stencil. I'm loving Sarah's stencils, how they have the two-part component and are going to be able to chop out that colour, and you're going to get a different card every single time. And then at the base, you get this little tiny textured stamp. How cool is this one here? Which is going to give those background fillers, be able to fill those cards. Let's show you some of these samples. I mean, come on. These are so delicious. Let's just show you. There we go. So there is that one on the front, onto some vellum with some white embossing powder. Lovely detail, lovely background. I mean, cards that take 5-10 minutes. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. And then look at this one with that beautiful.
That took me all day, Tony, that did.
I'm sorry. There we go, and there's that moon. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this collection, really different, and as you all know, sometimes it's nice to step away from florals. Tony Darroch. There we go, a lovely collection for you. 100352 for that one. £20.90. If you are accruing those points, you will get that for approximately £18. A5 stamp, lovely stencil, and a mixture and a mini like mixed media stamp as well. So then moving down the counter, so cherry pick your items. I would suggest you wait until the end of the show because we have a counter full. And she's got it all going on. So wait till the end, till I've got down the counter, and maybe whilst Sarah is doing her demo, you can cherry pick through the items. Now, if you are watching on our website, there is a button to the right-hand side of the video that says Shop the Show. So all of Sarah's items will be in Shop the Show. It won't be diluted by any other product on our website, it only has Sarah's products. So if you've come to support Sarah and you wanting new, then we have it here for you today. So let's have a look at the next amazing item on the counter. Now this has bumblebees, caterpillars, flowers, some lovely sentiments, sending you love and bugs. That's quite a good one, isn't it? And then down by the base here, we have the dies, which look like florals. They look like foliage. It looks like you can build these as well. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have that stencil design that actually looks like a wrapped up snail.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
I like snails. What size is this stencil? Is it 6 by 6?
There's 5.5 by 5.5.
Okay,
yeah.
so 5.5 by 5.5 stencil, the dies, and then you get that large clear stamp in the background. High quality stamp as well, as you can see. You can't really see them on set there, but they are a beautiful, beautiful stamp. So if you're into your foliage, your bugs and things like that, this is going to work brilliantly. And if you like that wreath die with the twigs, those little snails and caterpillars are going to look beautiful on those as well. So let's just show you a little card here. This is done by Tina. There we go. Oh, how cute is he? Isn't he delicious? Has he got a name?
No, we could name him today, but
Colin.
He's such a cute caterpillar. You wouldn't want him to turn into a butterfly, would you?
No, he's so gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. So the item number for this collection is 100353. £29.90 in the club today. So remember, write down those numbers if you've got a special one. We have quite a lot of stock from Sarah today because it is brand new, which is amazing. So let's move down. We have a couple more items, some of which I can't get on the counter and I will physically hold up because she's got lots. She's just brought everything. So the next item on the counter is Funky Fossil Rock Chick Bundle. Is that correct? It absolutely is. Look at these. They're like birds on medication.
They are. They're birds with attitude, aren't they?
They are. They've got big eyes, which is super cool. You get that house as well. And she's also incorporated there 2 fabulous stencils, which are going to elevate these designs in such a way. 100354 in the club 2041. HTC in price if you are not a club member, £21.49. So check out your basket when you pop these items in your basket. So I have a few more items. So let's just see what, I've got 3 more items to talk through and I'm just going to quickly hold them up and get through them because I want to get to demo. So we have from Sarah some lovely blending brushes. These are super soft.
They are gorgeous.
And a good size too.
Yeah, yeah, and because you've got that the variation in sizes as well, you're able to do some detail work. We talked about the layering stencils that we've got, so having a smaller detail brush is a really great way.
Yeah, with the tiny ones. So this one's 100355. Great price, guys, £9.49. If you don't like to colour, sort of mix and make a muddy mess, then maybe get a few of these if you stash, if you haven't got blending brushes already. They are super soft and they've got a super arch on them as well, so you are going to be able to get into all of that detail. So 100355, £9.49 in the club today. And then we have a collection of stencils, 100356 for this one. Now, no stamps, no dies, just a set of stencils. So let's talk you through these ones. We have, let me just make sure. Yes, we have. I'm going to do them in order if I can. Falling Hearts. So again, 5.5 stencil by 5.5, and they're like a spattering. Oh, I'll just pull that forward for you. A spattering of hearts coming down like the rain. Here we go. Then we have some clouds. Absolutely.
And you've got that uneven cloudy edge at the top and bottom. So if you want to create a cloud line, then you've got that.
Yeah. Oh, and the base as well.
Yeah. So you've got 2 different cloud lines. So it's not all going to be uniform on your card.
Oh, and then the hearts, which cascade down, stars, which cascade down. £12.89, incredible value here today, ladies and gents. And then we have the streamers this way and your spots this way. 1003 size 6. These are super popular. These were popular before we even came to air those 4 stencils. Let me just show you a quick sample here. Oh, with those quirky birds and those streamers.
And that's got some Glitzcraft paste
on
the streamers. Coming
up in a show, Glitzcraft later. Oh, how gorgeous is that? That is a beauty. I love your quirky cards. They're really, really lovely. 100356, £12.82 in the club today. One more item. These are so delicious. You can put these in your back pocket. Like those little collected cards.
I'm watching you, Tony.
Yeah, she's watching. Yeah, she needs to take it all away with her as well because she's got another show. So these are 3. What size are these, Sarah?
These are A7s.
A7s. So probably half of an A6.
Yes. exactly.
If you put them together, think of an A6, so it's half. So we get the beautiful music script, which is going to be a go-to. These are styles and designs that are going to be used all the time. They're not ones where they come out every Easter or every Christmas. These are ones that you're just going to have to the side, getting that texture on your card. So we have the lovely music script, then we have the script as itself. So think about putting it on backgrounds, down the sides of cards, mixed media, corners, collage, and then we have the beautiful hearts on here as well. So you get those three for £13.30, 100357. Thank goodness that is the counter done. Let me just have a look here. So those that are all of the items on the counter today. I have so much to tell you about over the course of today. Sarah has taken the time to put these fabulous bundles together for you. So just enjoy the show regardless if you are or if you are not shopping. So what are we going to do first?
Right. Well, thank you, Tony. Yeah, I mean, it's just a great opportunity for me to share with you a little bit of the kind of way I put a card together. And what I thought we'd do first is have a play with the spring gnomes and also with the dies and one of the A7 stamps. So we'll mix it all up and try and get it all on a card. And of course use my blending brushes as I go. So I'm going to go in around the edge of the card panel with some salvaged patina, one of the distress oxides, just because I love this light blue. It's such a nice fresh colour. And I'm only going to try and kind of catch the edge of the card here. You can see how quickly the kind of brush just gives us that layer of smooth blending.
So whilst you're just blending there, Sarah, I'm just going to do a shout out to our friends because you have lots of people on this morning. Lots of people have been waiting for you, sweetheart. So hi Sue, hi Caroline, hi Shirley, hi May, hi Tracy, hi Karen, hi, there's lots of Tracy's on today. Hi Roxy Lee. Wow, lots of so excited to see Funky Fossil, so excited to see Sarah. I've been waiting for this for 4 days. I'm trying not to buy everything. Hi Nola.
It's a Friday.
It's Friday, it is. So we've got a fabulous day ahead today. And it's Simon's birthday as well today, so we're going to have some nice, some nice lunch together as a group, crafty friends, crafty family at lunchtime today. So never more reason to tune in.
Fantastic. Well, thank you everyone who has tuned in. It's lovely to see you. So I've just got a bit of ink shading around the edge of the card, and I'm going to use the A7 Face the Music stamp, which is part of that bundle of the 3 A7s. And I put that bundle together very deliberately because they are, in my opinion, kind of the staples that, you know, I pull out and use on backgrounds of cards all the time. The sheet music, the vintage scripts, some hearts, they're great kind of staples to have. So I'm going in with Warm Breeze. I'm trying to do a bit of tone-on-tone stamping here, really. So I'm not looking for something that's massively contrasting. And you'll see that I'm holding the stamp in my hand because I'm not wanting to get the impression of the whole A7 stamp here. This is very much about building a little bit of background as we go. I'm not worrying about whether this first or second generation ink, whether it's kind of full strength or a bit faded. Just giving us something to break up the ink. And this is quite, I always say this is quite hard for me because I've always been, as a stamper, somebody who likes to get it perfect. So
you're like me, I do.
Yeah, doing this freestyle stamping is something that people like Emma has inspired me to do, and it's actually really, really good fun. So you see there that we've got just the card starting to come into the centre, into the focal point, as I often say. And what we want to put into our focal point is the twiggy wreath. So it's the wreath die that Tony was showing you earlier, and it's a super detailed die. It's so
pretty.
It's absolutely beautiful.
You could use that for Christmas too, couldn't you? Berries.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I deliberately chose it to be twiggy.
Yes.
If you like, because it means, as you say, we've got embellishments with this die set, which are hearts and flowers, but absolutely.
So versatile.
You can make this any time of year with the colours you use or whatever you choose to embellish it with. So it gives you that that kind of flexibility to be an all year round die. And I've cut two because what I want to do, I've got a kind of a goldy green to go as my underneath layer, and then the brown on top, and just kind of offset them as you go, just to make sure that you're able to see that there's two tones of colour there. And that's going to, again, draw our eye in. And another thing I think is really nice about this wreath is it can look a bit like a bird's nest as well, which is why I put the eggs in with the die set, because we've got kind of some bird stamps, and with the eggs you can create that nest effect.
Brilliant. So that die is in the second collection, 100351. We have some super popular items in the show, some of which I will talk about later. Those stencils, the bundle of 4 stencils, are super, super popular, so don't miss out on those.
They're fantastic. Again, I put those together as background builders that you can use pretty much on every card. So what I'm going to do, given I was just mentioning that look of a nest, is I'm going to stamp up our little gnome who's kind of peeking over the branch to look into the bird's nest. I'm using a stamping platform for it. I don't really need to with this one. This is quite a. I do use a stamping platform with the space stamps because they're highly detailed. But with this, I'm just using it as a safety measure. So you can see there how nicely that's stamped out. I'm just going to give him a little bit more colour around his nose.
These are big. Easy to fussy cut too, wouldn't they, Sarah?
Absolutely.
I like easy.
Yes, I'm not the world's best fussy cutterer, I always say. So yeah, if it's a nice easy shape, then I'm happy. Now I won't take up too much time colouring this stamp because I've done one already. But what I'm going to do is I've kind of watercoloured this little chap. So you can see where I'm going with my nest look now. Is almost like the kind of the nest with the eggs is almost echoed by the die behind. And then I did that and I thought, oh, that's nice, it's fine. But then what I thought, and I really liked, was I stamped the gnome onto the paper pad. And so we could paper piece him a different hat to the one that I'd coloured out. So that's always something to think about with your stamps, and with these stamps particularly, is that those hats can be all sorts of colours, and you can stamp it out on the papers. And I think, and it's amazing. I always find this amazing. I don't know about you, Tony, but when you stamp or you die cut out of a pattern paper, suddenly it looks completely different. So this hat has been stamped out of that bit of that, and I wouldn't have thought that was from that sheet of paper. So it's
absolutely. I like to do that technique on dresses, Sarah. Yes. You know, like stamp the dress and then cut the dress on some pattern paper and pop it on. But equally, those gnomes are going to be good for Christmas. I know I keep talking about Christmas, mind you, it'll be here before we know it, ladies and gents. But yeah, some Christmas hats and things all in a line.
I'm looking forward to spring. Forget Christmas.
I know.
So and what else have I got to add to this little scene? So the stamp set has also got a bird in it as well, and these stamps, anybody who's watched me before will probably know the design of these. Charlotte is a librarian from Norway. So this is just, she's never designed stamps before, but when I saw her illustrations I was like, I've got to have these. But they're just such a lovely whimsical look to them. Another thing I was thinking of as I was prepping this the other day is actually, if you just cut out, I don't know if this is clear, but if you just cut out, take the nest and everything away, you could just have him as a little chap peeking over anything.
Yeah.
So it's really dinky. So again, just look beyond the actual image and tend to use bits of it rather than the whole stamp. But yeah, I just thought it was really cute to have him peeking over lots of different things. And I've got some of the little hearts from the wreath. What I've done with the dies in this set is I've clustered the smaller elements together into a single die, so you're cutting a number of shapes in one pass, partly to save time and partly to reduce the risk of you losing dies if you're anything like me.
Yes, and me.
It happens all the time. How many times does it go in the bin? And then we've got spring is in the air, one of the sentiments. And if I map this onto a piece of dark brown card, just to bring it out, you can see how quickly that's come together And you've got there the dies, the papers, one of the A7s, and those gorgeous gnomes to create that kind of sweet, sweet card.
Oh, I love that so much. Thank you so much. I love that. I love the little gnome with his nose peeking over the sort of reef. That's amazing. It's so quirky. I love anything that's a little bit cheeky, a little bit different. So some of the items that Sarah did use there was item 100350, which is that lovely eclectic mix with those stamps, which you've just seen there, and then that beautiful wreath die as well, 100351. Now we have just seen a massive, massive uplift in viewers as well. So let's just say a quick hello while Sarah gets ready for her next demonstration. So we've got a lot of people saying that they've made their first order. That is amazing. If you are making several orders over the course of today, don't forget you do not pay postage. As long as that first order, which will be Sarah's, hasn't left the building, all you need to do when you place a second, third, fourth, fifth, however many you're going to make, just click add to previous order. It shows you that that's really all you can do anyway. You don't have to go around hunting for it. It is the next stage. When you go to your basket, it says add to previous order. Just click yes, please. And then we can save on postage costs, stop our delivery service getting compounded with lots of individual orders, like get them all in the same bag and get them all out the door at the same time. So let's have a look. So we've got more lovely ladies on. So let's say hello. We have, hi Julie. Hi Helen, lovely to see you. Helen, I did get your message. I will reply at some time. Hi Sue, Breton, I believe. Susan's put she loves this. Susan is amazing at gents cards. It's lovely for you all to come and join us today. So let me just tell you about a couple of the items which are super popular. So we have our four stencils, the 4 background stencils, which are the cascading hearts, the cascading stars, those lovely, lovely sort of skyline and the clouds, and then we have that beautiful streamer design as well. 5.5 by 5.5 stencils here. This item number 100356. These are going to allow you to create those backgrounds and things like that. Beautiful, beautiful designs. Okay, so there we go. And this one here has the stars across the base as well, if you're wanting to use those stars. And most of the samples have got all of these designs on the background as well. So you're going to be able to be really, really creative with those. These are £12.82 if you are a club member. If you have accrued those points, you'll be getting them for approximately £10, which is £2.50 each. You can't get better than that. Thank you, Sarah, for giving us some amazing prices today. So let's just talk about another item on the counter which is super popular, and this is this beautiful one with the moon. Okay, 100352, £20.90 if you are a club member. You get the A5 stamp set. You get the beautiful moon stencil with the layering element on there. If you did this in white and this in gold embossing on top, if you did this in black and this in white on top, it's going to look amazing. You also get this lovely textured background stamp here, which I have another sample here for you actually, which is just been, there we go, look at that. So just a square panel with those birds in there as well, just so easy. But the stamps are doing all of the hard work. You don't really have to think about it. Choose your colour, choose your medium you're going to colour the embellishments in, and just have fun with them. So let's just go over one another. I know there's a lot of things that are super popular. I'm going over the super, super popular ones. So that was 100352 for this fabulous collection. And one more item before we leave are these 3 little mini A7 stamps as well. 100357, £13.30 in the club. So you get the beautiful textured hearts, you get the script, and you get that beautiful music. And you've just seen how Sarah's used that music around the edge of the page. She wasn't precious about where it went. She just spotted that colour around the edge of the card, and it just elevated it. And sometimes layers upon layers really do give you that texture in your cards and draw your eye in. So don't be afraid of these little stamps that enable you to be creative with your cards, because sometimes I think people might feel a little bit overwhelmed with it, but trust me, when you do it once, you'll enjoy it, and it really will take your cards to that next stage. So that item number 100357, £13.30 in the club. You're all shopping ahead, which is amazing. So let's go back to Sarah. I think she has, is it the moon?
It is.
She has the moon. Let's demonstrate the moon.
Yes. So I'm going to get very inky here. So this could be carnage in the studio this early in the morning. So it's not really early in the morning actually, so now. What I'm going to do is use the moon stencil, and the stencil comes with the actual circle, the mask as well, which is great as a way of blocking out the circle that you want to ink over. And all
Sarah, I'm sorry, I've got bad news.
What have I done now?
It's all sold out. That's sold out. You
Oh,
can
really?
still do it. Please still do it. We love to see the inspiration. But that item has sold out. Another item that's sold out is the beautiful wreath bundle as well. That's sold out as well. But we'll still do the demo, sweetheart, just so you know. If any bounce back, continue to check the website. I will speak to Sarah, see if we can get some more out of her. I'll try my best. Leave it with me, kid.
Right. Oh, well, thank you, everyone. That's amazing. So all I've done on the back of this, the circle, is just put a little bit of repositionable double-sided tape. You could use stencil spray as well if you've got that, as a way of just putting it down and not worrying too much about needing to hold on to it as you apply the ink. And I won't spend ages getting the depth of colour on this that I normally would, but just to give you a quick idea, I'm going to just start with the salvage patina, because the moon is kind of glowing in the sky, so you want to kind of maybe have a slightly lighter colour around the moon itself. And well, that's just absolutely thrown me that those are sold. Thank you ever so much, everyone. I say they're all new today, so it's always a bit nerve-wracking when you put new product out there as whether people will like it. So that's really made my day. So we'll go with a bit more depth of colour around the edge. Prize ribbon is another of the distress colours. As you can see, I'm not worrying too much about how I put this colour down. This is about getting as deep a colour as I can to give me that look of the night sky. And as I say, I won't do a full deep colour on this, because you'll all, I'm sure, be very familiar with how to...
I have a feeling I'm going to love this card.
To get that kind of colour that you want as it gets richer and deeper. I tend to find, I'm using super smooth card, by the way, and I do tend to find, although the brushes are really make blending really easily, the more ink you get on the card as well as you go, then the easier and smoother it starts to blend, because it's just got more to work with. So we'll go in, and I'm using the same brush because I'm only going really one shade darker by going into the chipped sapphire, and now I'm just working around the edges here. Again, a bit like I did with the last card, it's all about kind of that darker outside, just drawing the eye into your focal point. So.
Great thing about having masks, isn't it? So versatile.
They are, and it's just that, certainly that. And also it's quite handy, but I mean, even my fingers are already filthy, but at least it's somewhere to park your fingers while you're trying to ink round. So what I would typically do, and again, you'll have seen this many a time, but given we're trying to do a kind of night sky or galaxy sky, is just a quick spritz of water to lift some of that distress oxide, the distressing. Give it a second or two to lift. You'll see
that looks so cool, Sarah. I love that.
Straight away, how nicely that. And I think the thing, certainly for me, as a learning point was, is go for the spritz. Because sometimes when I've tried to be really cautious, I've just got big blobs of water go onto the card. So do try and kind of
You can never control water, can you?
No, and I think it's almost best to go for it. Because of course, if you don't like the blobs that you get, you can apply it back over the top, and that gives you another nice, really nice layered look. I'm going to use a bit of the fabulous, I haven't shaken this, so probably...
She's got her eyes inked.
I've got my eyes inked.
Doesn't it just show, though, Sarah is brand new to our channel, and she's had her hands on a lot of the products that we sell here in the How to Craft Network studio. It just shows you that everybody's using everybody's products, and that's what we absolutely love.
And I mean, and I watch, so yeah, of course I've got...
She's got lots.
Yeah. I was moved through the shop very quickly, too quickly for my liking. So I would set this aside to dry really. Let me block this so that I can stamp over the top. bear with me. So yeah, so normally I would let this dry because it's the kind of the pearl ink, so that would give you a nice shimmery look. But
so we now have a problem with item 100350. This is just about to go. If you have it in your basket, please check it out. You do know that if you want to place further orders, just you can add to previous order. But this item is now at risk, okay? So if you go to check, if you're going to wait till the end of the show, it might have gone. Check it out. And if you want to buy something else, you're not going to incur any more postage costs because, like I say, I haven't spoken to Sarah yet. I'm not off air. But if I can get some more stock, I will load it on throughout the course of today, okay? So just bear that in mind. But equally, if you have it in your basket, please don't sit and just keep it in your basket. Check it out.
so all I'm doing, and you were talking, Tony, about layers upon layers, is just using some chipped sapphire with the equations stamp, the A7 equation stamp, which is just a gorgeous stamp because it's just that kind of handwritten mathematical type thing. I don't know if it actually does any proper maths because that would be beyond me. So we'll just lift up our mask and we can see already what a lovely glow that gives, and just having that little bit of salvage patina around the edge there just gives that impression of the moonshine. I feel I won't take much longer on this because I'm
no, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I want the people who have purchased it to come back and watch your show for the inspiration as well.
Oh, true, yeah.
Which is cool.
Thank you. So I'm going to take a bit of the white off here just because it's very, very stark. And I've not added any more ink to this brush because I'm not wanting to almost kind of take away from the contrast with the background, but just that little bit. And you can see I'm inking more to one side of the circle because, again, I'm trying to give this a little bit of dimension, or the illusion of dimension. You can see there. Now, what we're going to do is the fun bit, which is the
exciting part.
Yeah, positioning the kind of. I was at a show the other day, and a gent came up and said, "You do realise that's not the proper moon?" And I'm like, I don't know. I hadn't actually gone
to that extreme.
Yeah, I just wanted a moonlight effect.
Well, that's what card making's all about, isn't it?
It's artistic impression.
Even if it was correct, we would still change it as crafters.
Exactly. I might want to make it pink, so it doesn't really matter that it's not.
Yes.
Not exactly right, but
we could put a coffee shape in the top and make it look like a nice cappuccino top.
Oh yeah, good.
We're just crafters. We change everything, don't we?
It's a mark, isn't it? It's something you can use to do mark making. So he did make me laugh. Fortunately, he wasn't indignant about it. He was just being helpful. So what I'm going to do is, you're absolutely right about putting embossing powder on and kind of getting your shimmer that way. Today I'm just going to pop on a little bit of our Glitzcraft paste.
I know you are a big fan of the pastes from Glitzcraft. Leonie's products are up later in the show. We have a couple of minutes left in this show as well.
No.
But we have a fabulous lineup for the rest of today. What an absolute belter of a show. My gosh, it's nearly all gone. I can't believe it. Thank goodness we didn't do 2 shows for Sarah because we wouldn't have had anything for the second show. But we will see this demo through as well. So don't forget, I will tell you exactly what's coming up in just 1 second, but I would like to just get this paste through this stencil so you can see the results. I'm cutting I'm going over on the show
right,
to show it. It's fine.
So yeah, you can see I've just added a bit of both graphite and silver on here so that it gives me a bit more depth of colour. So again, don't be afraid to mix your pastes.
Yes!
And there we go.
Wow. Could you hold that up to the camera so we could get a good look at how incredible that is, because it's so gorgeous.
How's that looking?
That is so amazing. Get ready, guys. Oh! There, look at that, and that textured detail in the background. Those are those mini stamps, okay? Don't forget about those mini stamps. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
I've had a fantastic show. I'm back with you next with a fabulous Emma from Thirsty Brush. Now, what you need to do between the shows, obviously we only have one studio, so we need to give the demonstrators time to come out and one to come in. That's a 15-minute break. But all you need to do is go to the TV schedule and click the next person on the schedule and sit tight until it happens. So next we have the lovely Emma, then coming up we have Imala with Carly Duff, and then later we have our fabulous brand new guest who's never done a live show before, Michelle Golding, and she's going to be demonstrating some fabulous Stamps by Me products. I'm so excited about today. It's going fabulous already. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you back here in 15 minutes. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
You're definitely allowed to come back.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.
Bye.